Hello, my name is Rachel Howarth. This is a video demonstrating creating a simple shelter using tarpaulin and rope for my level 3 Forest School course. So today I'm going to make a kit shelter. It's a low-level shelter to store equipment in. This is also good for children to learn because it just takes 2 simple knots, and it's really good because it's a small shelter. They can work at a low-level height for young children, and it's important for them to learn about the responsibility of storing the equipment for forest schools as well as teamwork. So I'm going to start by just clearing the area that we'll be using. There's some sort of old fallen sticks on the ground here. I'm just going to move those to the side away from our shelter space. And just have a visual check of the ground. And there's a lot of growth on the ground, which is lovely, so I don't want to disturb it too much. And the ground is quite level, there's no sort of animal holes. So I'm going to start building my shelter now. So I'm going to start with this tree, and here I'm going to do a timber hitch as an anchoring knot. So I'm going to go around the tree, make sure I've got plenty of rope to work with on that side, under and then back over my rope, and then round the loop. 1, 2, 3 times. And the weather is pretty nice and warm today. Pull that nice and tight. In inclement weather you might choose to wrap that around a few more times, but we've got a nice secure anchoring. I might just move it down a little bit for our kit shelter to ensure the tarpaulin does reach the ground for pegging. So I'm going to move that down to more of my waist height there, and I'm going to take my rope round my second tree here. Just going to pick it up to ensure it's not a trip hazard, and around here I am going to tie a half hitch on the bite, so to secure that and make it nice and taut. I'm going to go around the tree. This one's got some branches, so I'm just going to be really careful not to disturb the growth too much in this tree. Around here, and now we're going to create some tension by just pulling that nice and tight around the tree, and then under and back over. Secured rope here, and again just going to pull that so it's nice and tight, really providing tension for us. And we're going to go back around the tree. I'm going to pass it around across the back, same way I went round before. There we go. And again, pull it so it's nice and tight. Just pull that around. Lots of tension on there to create a nice taut rope for our tarpaulin. Then I'm going to reach under there and pull the rope through, all the way through to secure it, and I'm going to finish off with a quick release knot here. There we go. Okay, so we've got that secure, and we're just going to tidy up this end of the rope so it's not a trip hazard. And this tree has got a handy branch for me to hang it from here. Pop that up there, nice and safe. So we've got our rope here, nice and taut, that we're going to hang our tarpaulin on. So I'm just going to tuck under. So today I have got a lightweight sheet. It's a water resistant sheet, it's quite lightweight, so it's easy to bring along to your forest school sessions. In more sort of heavier, wetter, colder weather, you might prefer to use a more heavy duty tarpaulin, which would offer more shelter for you and your resources. But today we're fine with this, so I'm just going to pop that over there and string it along. Now what I'm going to do is secure the corners away from the main rope. So here, I'm just going to pop a peg in. You can also use natural resources that you find around you, so you might like to use rocks or sticks that you find. I've got pegs here for the site. I know there are not many rocks and things like that around. that the centre line of my tarpaulin is on the rope. There we go. And I'm going to go around the other side, go around the back side. And take this out here. One last one in this corner here. It's important to count how many pegs you put into your shelter tarpaulin, because you don't want to inadvertently leave any in the ground. That can potentially cause a hazard when you've left the site. I don't want to disturb the growth too much that's on the ground. And there's our pit shelter. Lots of space under there for our equipment. If the weather was more windy or wet, you might choose to create the ropes that are higher up, and then you could bring one end of the shelter together, so have perhaps these two corners pegged together in the middle to create a closed end and one open end, and that would protect your equipment from the wind and the rain. Thank you.